I'm Kelsey.
And I'm George. And you're listening to the Box Officers Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. Please continue to support us by leaving us a star rating and review wherever you're listening to this episode. Isn't watching a bad movie like witnessing a serious crime? But have no fear, the box officers are here. Every episode, me, Kelsey, and J-Pat will review a new movie, and at the end of the episode, we will classify the film according to severity of punishment.
Yes. So, films can be convicted of a felony, a misdemeanor, an infraction, or on the rare occasion, found innocent. So, without further ado, this episode, we are going to be reviewing the movie Companion. So if you haven't seen it yet, pause the tapes because we're going to spoil it. But otherwise, we can get into the episode. Wow, we have not done a Just Us Girls episode in
Girlies, the girlies. Miss you, J-Pat.
Miss you, but this one's for the girls. This is funny because he's the one who told us to review this. Like, this was his idea. He picked this movie. He's brought it up multiple times. Whenever he sees this, like,
we must shame him for
called
this.
Out.
Shame.
Like, I hope we do him some justice.
Yes.
And I feel like you and I are always like harder on the movies, so like he should be
yes. He's so appreciative.
That's such a nice way to put it. Well, yes, we love gratitude. So this movie was on HBO Max, right? So I think it's good that now we're doing like some streaming movies because sometimes I love a theater. I love being in a theater, but I love movies when I'm at home. It's good to be like give people options on what to do like when they're at home. You know?
Yeah. In this day and age, child, you gotta have the streaming. And they've really gotten really good, like in such a short period of time. Probably like less than 10 years. Like streaming has the quality of movies have been getting have been insane, and they really match that of the movie theater. They got some,
for sure. There's some bangers out there,
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Well, we're gonna see if this one was making the cut. So
are you part of that?
So, like, going in, I think whenever I would open up, like, HBO on my, like, TV, I would get occasionally, like, the little trailer, not the full trailer, but, like, a little snippet. So I did go into it knowing this is about, like, robots or whatever. And I love a good sci-fi movie. I love a good dystopian. I love a good technology gone wrong kind of vibe. So I was tuned in for that reason. But other than that, like, I didn't go online and read about it. I didn't see any tweets about it. I didn't see anything like on TikTok. What about you? Did you have like a preconception or no?
I probably saw it like because I saw what was the main character's name? I don't want to call him Huey because he plays Huey in the Boys.
Yeah,
and I literally can't.
I know.
Like
well,
Jack Quad.
I was gonna say his character's name is Josh, but yeah, we love Jack.
Yeah, we love Jack. But yeah, I feel like I saw him do it, and that was like it. I feel like that's the thing about streaming movies is that you don't really see like too much trailers and talk about them, honestly.
Yeah,
because they don't actually put that much money in the like promo and stuff compared to movie theaters.
Yeah, and sometimes they don't have to. It depends. Like, I don't know. But I think it's good anyways because low-key nowadays, I think we said this in a different episode, the trailers give away too much. And I feel like this is a movie that could have easily been messed up if they put like too much in the trailer. I know it has a trailer.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Maybe I should have watched it already. But I feel like if I had seen it prior to the movie, it's like, low-key, do I need to see it?
You gave too much.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Were you excited watching this or were you like skeptical?
I was skeptical actually going into it because I was like, this could either give like everything or it could give nothing. Sometimes you go into something and you're like either or. I normally have like a vibe going in. I was feeling more skeptical than excited just because I was like, is this going to drag? Like, I feel like when you have robots, it can very easily become like a monotonous like feeling throughout the movie.
Terminator.
So I feel like I can't say that, but like the thing is like I love a franchise. I don't know. I like Terminator, but it's not because I think it's like good. I don't know.
You have emotions
What I mean by
attached to
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more so nostalgia.
Yeah.
But no, you're so right. It's like very like easy to, I don't know, get into a flow and we just kind of stay there, like we get stuck. And so I thought that that might happen here. What about you?
Yeah, it kind of gave me like mid summer vibes where it's just like I felt there was something aloof. I couldn't know what. I didn't know what, which I actually like when films do that because it's not like they're trying to trick us. It's just like they're telling you to be skeptical, you know? And I like
Mm-hmm.
that better than trying to like, it's actually this when it's not, it's something else. So I kind of like that
Yeah.
vibe for a film. You know, they're just
Yeah.
instantly telling you there's something off, but it's like you're trying to think like, what is it? So I do like films like
Yeah.
that.
I feel like I said, when I knew, like, I clicked on the movie, I already knew that there was something wrong with this girl. Like, the literal picture is her eyes are like white. I was like, something's not right with you.
Yeah.
But I liked how the movie didn't just like throw that in our face. Like, it was very implicit, like, understanding that she's a robot. And it's like, once you find out, like, for example, like when she's in the car and she's asleep and he's like, wake up, and you think he's just telling his girlfriend to wake up, but no, it's like he's turning her on, that kind of stuff. I thought that was really
Yeah.
clever. I like
Yeah.
that. And again, I feel like sometimes movies can do that wrong. It's like I can tell you're trying to be discreet, but you're not
Yeah.
doing it well. And so it
Yeah.
just looks like it's almost awkward. But this one, I feel like really handled it well. Like if I hadn't seen like the title image or like the few promo things that I saw, I would not have known that girl was a robot
Yeah.
until I knew, which I thought was cool. And then you can
Yeah.
backtrack and see all the little Easter eggs along the way.
I didn't even get that
Which,
wake up part, child. That's crazy. That literally flew over my
yeah.
head. That's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
cool though, right?
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
how they did that because it's like subtle. Like it's not overtly like in your face. Like this is my robot girlfriend. Yeah, I like that.
Exactly. Because if they had like gave it to us like that, like immediately, it would have been like less impactful. And because that, if you're just watching it and you're not like aware that she's a robot, you might just think like, oh, he's kind of like a weird boyfriend, low key. Like there's something off
Yeah.
about them, and she seems like very cutesy, doe-eyed,
Yeah.
but like low key
Aloof.
Yeah, it's like I don't even want to say down bad. Like you should love your man, I guess. But it was just like, oh, we do it a lot. Like when she was at the dinner table,
It's like
and she was
child
like,
love, like teenage, like yeah.
yeah. And she was really going on. I was like, that's a beautiful story. Like let's move on, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like when you realize she's literally programmed to be like obsessed with this man.
Yeah.
It's like that's why
This
you're
makes
acting
sense.
that way. So yeah.
It's like uncanny valley because you can tell you're like there's something off about this. Like it's giving cult. It's giving cult love.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, she's like a victim. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Something was off. Something was off. I said,
is everything okay at home? You can
no,
talk
literally,
to me.
like, blink twice if you need help. Like,
Yeah.
that's the vibe it gave. And she, like, Sophie Thatcher has such a good, like, I don't know, face or like use of her face, I guess.
Yeah.
Facial expressions to play a role like this. Like, she gave very realistic robot vibes.
I was gonna
feel like
say,
somebody
like,
else would have gave human, but she
yeah,
didn't.
like that movie. What's that movie, Abigail, or some that other like movie with a robot? I feel like she had a harder job because she had to be realistic enough to actually be someone's girlfriend, but she still had to be robotic enough to actually like this is like a robot. So, but she's obviously a human in real life. So she had to like learn. I feel like certain stuff, like I don't know how they did it, but it was really good because, like, yeah, like I believed it. It was like uncanny valley. It's like, okay, I see human, I feel human, I know human, but it no human.
No, right. Clock it. Yeah.
Clock it.
Because I was like, yo, you're making me uncomfortable, and I feel like that's what it should have gave. It's like, because again, if you're going into it blinders on, you should have thought she was a human up until they said explicitly otherwise. And so I just thought, oh, she's making me uncomfortable. I don't even like the way that you talk to your man, the way you talk to the friends. And then you think about it again, like these little Easter eggs. She was so nervous, like they aren't gonna like you. And I was like, okay, maybe she's just nervous because, you know, you're meeting new people. You want them to like you because they're important to your boyfriend. But now we're like, no, you were nervous because you didn't want to be judged for being a robot. and you knew everybody knew you were a robot, you should be
Yeah.
nervous. It made a lot of sense. So it was like so cool how they did that. And I low key, like I said, when I went into it, like low key, the bar was low.
Yeah, I feel like for a lot of
But that
films like this, you're just like, okay, it is a movie.
here for a good time.
Yeah, just here to see let me show you the best you got. I really
Yeah,
liked it based off of those standards for sure. Like, I enjoyed it, honestly.
Yeah, I thought it was so much better than I expected.
Yeah, it's because I'm like, the stuff about robots, like, it can get overdone. Like, you're just like, okay, like, I know what's going on. But I liked how they did it like a whodunit, like, sort of thing versus like, there's a scary robot trying to kill me. Like, it's actually, she's the victim.
She really is.
Yeah, so I liked how they took that approach to it.
Yeah,
instead
like
of
justice for them.
The robot takes over and trying to kill me.
Also, that other guy, like his name is like Patrick, like the robot's name is Patrick, but Lucas Gage, that man also looks like a robot. The casting was well done.
Yeah. That's so crazy that they got humans. You look like a robot, and we know dang well it's a human.
But I said, oh, for sure. I don't know. Did you know he was one before he said it?
No, he just gave like awkward, like.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, like, it didn't get robot. I just gave like, awkward. Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was like, again, I said something's like a little weird, but then again, like, y'all could just be weird. We don't know you for real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird
in this house.
Real life weird people.
For sure. And I think I just assumed that. But once he was, representation is crazy. Once he revealed himself, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, yeah. And so y'all all are dating robots. And then you have the guy.
Like, what?
Yeah, like everybody here is weird. And I was like, for what reason are we doing this? I did not think. Okay, I thought that Jack, or what's his character's name, Josh, I thought that Josh was going to be the bad guy in the sense that he's like a bad boyfriend. I did not think it was going to be in the sense that like, oh yeah, like I have this doll and I'm going to frame her for murder. And it's like low key, when they're that intelligent, like you are kind of messed up. Like I know it's like a computer, AI, whatever you want to call it, but
like, they have feelings too.
Yeah, like at the end when the hand was over the fire, I said, you're actually really sick. You're telling a lot about yourself right now. Because what are you doing? Why are you...
Yeah.
She's having single tears, but she can't move her face. I was like, this is really messed up right now.
Literally sadistic, honestly. And it proves that humans also have a really dark side. Like what I'm saying, I like that the movie didn't make the robot like the antagonist, like the, oh my god, it's scary AI is coming to kill us. Like it showed like the more deeper shadows of human nature and what we're willing to do to get what we want. So that's a good case for the film. Yeah.
No, honestly, like they kind of ate that. So like in terms of things like we didn't like, what would we be upset about? I'm trying to think. Low key, they ate.
How long was it?
That's the real question, right?
Yeah.
The runtime was 1 hour and 37 minutes, which is the perfect length for this movie. They did that.
Definitely, yeah.
They ate it again.
Because I was like, I don't remember it being like too long. Like, yeah,
it was
that's
so
good.
well paced. Because it should not be longer than that. This is a very straightforward story. In the sense that once we know 5 characters, who everybody is, don't drag it now. So I feel like that was the perfect amount of time. I do see how if it had like over 2 hour runtime, like it would have been really tired, like really tired. And we were able to be engaged because like everything was paced well. Not everything needs to be freaking 3 hours long now. Who's responsible for this?
It's just been getting out of hand. Like, is anyone worried for their health?
At this point.
Oh my god.
It's really like threatening almost because it's
like literally like you're threatening me with a 3-hour movie. Like
it's
really, literally like, just escalated like
so much. It's weird, but no, they did good. And especially low key, like when you have a movie on a streaming service, I feel like I don't know, when you go to a theater, you're gonna sit low key mainly because you paid for
it. Yeah.
But when you're at your house, you can actually just turn it off. So you want to keep my attention, and I'm
like,
not sitting there for more than an hour and a half.
Yeah,
I'll just turn it off. Like, what? So they were wise to do that. Did you feel like it was like the action was good, like the fight scenes, you were buying that?
Yeah, I bought it. I like how they didn't overpower her because they could have even easily made her really strong. So it was realistic on that part. Yeah, they could have made her like freaking Thanos or something. So I like her power level. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I also
Did you
felt
think?
like no, go ahead.
Did you think that it was a realistic power level
I
for
did.
her?
Yeah, because I also assumed she was gonna be like ridiculously strong, and
Yeah,
she
because I'm
wasn't. Like at the end, he was tossing her around. I felt bad.
Yeah,
and I had to
I was
remember
like,
she's not like real low key, but it's like she was very much in a vulnerable state. So I feel like that was different. Also, like the robots weren't running through us like crazy.
Yeah, because I feel like they kind of had to do that for her to be a victim. Because if they made her so strong, we'd have been like, "Girl, if you don't just."
Because then, if she's too strong, low key, I'm gonna say to turn her off because.
Wow, Kelsey.
Because, well, in the sense that, like, I just think at that point now I'm scared because. What do you?
You're a threat
let
to
go
my
of
safety.
Me. Let go of me. You're a robot. Like you're obviously gonna be stronger. You're obviously gonna be smarter. Like I don't stand a chance here. And so for that ending to be realistic, she had to be like on a human level of like strength and like I think he decreased her intelligence and stuff. Like it was necessary because otherwise, well, the plot has been resolved. Like there's nothing to talk about. You need
to go. You're the issue.
Like, yeah, this is why we say go to sleep. I thought that was crazy. What time she was, when she was in the bed and she was like, be so romantic. And he goes, go to sleep. And I thought, again, at that time, that he was just telling his girlfriend to go to sleep. And
like a cult leader. Yeah.
And I was like,
what's he have on you? Free yourself.
Like, stand up.
Yeah, literally stand up, bro.
But
said my man, my man.
Yeah, I was like, now come on, girl. Like,
but where did you get her from?
Man, but like, I was gonna be like, what country? Like, where did she? I don't know. Where? I just feel like, where did you?
Maybe it's a cultural thing. Okay.
Well, yeah, because I was like, oh, like I don't know if I understand that.
That's not.
Yeah. In the sense that I'm like, I wonder what he meant by that. But he flipped the switch. She was turned off. She was gonna recharge, and that's it. But yeah, so I loved it. But I found some tweets of like different opinions. So someone said The Menu, Death of a Unicorn, Companion, Renfield. Have you seen any of those?
I saw The Menu.
I also saw The Menu. It was good.
Yeah.
They said all horror movies, but not scary. I wish more people understood that horror movies mesh well with other movie genres and can still be classified as a horror movie. That makes sense. Because, you know, like sometimes people think a horror movie means like, oh my gosh, I'm like, you know, terrified, like jump scare or like there's like ghost or monsters or something like you have to pee yourself.
Yeah, I wasn't. It's just horror. Like, it's like, I feel like if you were in that scenario, would you feel safe? I think that's literally what could classify as horror, you know?
Literally. Yeah, it's like.
And that's not hard.
Discomfort almost.
Like, yeah.
I find being uncomfortable horrifying personally. So I feel
literally.
It was horror to me. Someone said, this is like, that's not really about the movie, but let's hear them out. They said Companion came out 18 days ago. The shrinking gap between movies playing in theaters to being available at home is going to be what ends up killing theaters. For big studio movies like this, it should be a minimum of 90 days.
Yeah, because I checked the marketing on this. Budget was 30 million.
Wow.
And I think to date the film made 39.
Wow.
Like including So I'm like, how y'all gonna get y'all money back? And I feel like when they do that, like that's why the original screenplays don't do too well, or people don't want to make them because they're not making money off of them. So they keep going to these franchise films and stuff. So yeah, I wish it would stay in theater for a little longer. But at the same time, it's like there's so many movies they can't just hold it in the theater. Like true. So there's also that.
This one is like straight to streaming though, so I don't think it was ever in theaters. It was just straight to streaming, and I think they're like, that's dangerous, like you're gonna ruin the movies. But I think to an extent they're right, because I know so many people who don't even care to go to movie theaters anymore. And like I get it, like you have the comfort of your home, but like bring back tradition. I don't know,
like a nice little popcorn, nice little Coca-Cola,
like
Sponsor us.
We come to this place, like, yeah, right. AMC, Nicole Kidman, yeah.
Or Pepsi, whoever's first makes it here first.
I drink all the things, so like,
yeah, all the brown stuff I drink it. Yeah,
do your worst. Like, give us the highest bidder. But yeah, I saw like someone responded, and actually, I guess in France, like they have like laws that basically when a movie's like released in theaters, it has to like by law wait several months, like maybe 4 or so months before
French
being
people,
released.
That's a
on
bit
a physical streaming.
that's like forcing it, because now you're like dictating like the market. I don't think that should. Yeah, because like, what if it's actually bad?
I'm dead, and it's like we waited for this.
Yeah,
but I also think people should watch movies like in the comfort of their homes if that makes them happiest. And they're still like, they act like there's nobody who goes to the movies. I think a lot of people do. I just think a lot of people also don't. But there's like 8 billion of us. Half of us could stay at home. Half of us could go to the theater.
Yeah,
it's okay. I don't think it's gonna take it away.
Yeah, you just need to evolve with the times. Like, it's just no longer the only pace to watch film, but that doesn't make it like null and void. Like, it's still a place that a lot of people enjoy. Like, you can't really get that nice image, the feeling. Like, that's something that can't be replicated. Like, you can have some of that at home, but you can't really get that full experience until you leave. So I don't think it's a competition, honestly. I think it's just you guys can really complement each other, if anything.
For sure. And I think a lot of times like it works out anyways, like when you are released in theaters and then you go to streaming, like that's always amazing. And I think people show up for things they want to. Like Sinners a few weeks ago, people really showed out for that.
Yeah.
Theaters packed, people going to the theaters over and over and over again.
Yeah, so you just putting the movie there is not going to force people to go. They're like, oh, it's still there, let me go watch it. Like, no, people are going to watch what they want to watch, how they want to watch it, That's why the pirating industry exists, because, people, you cannot force them, which we don't support, guys.
We're so against that. Like,
way to convince people, Kelsey.
I'm like, genuinely, I think that's so messed up. Yeah, so I'm gonna like move forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have another tweet. This one says, January, because it came out in January. January has redeemed itself with Companion. I had an absolute blast with it. One of those horror comedies that gets the mix perfect and genuinely made me laugh multiple times. Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid are great together, and the supporting cast was a lot of fun.
That's fair.
Well, almost. I feel like.
Why? What is it missing?
What do you mean you laughed like multiple times? Like, what do you mean by that?
Okay. I like Jack. What's his name? Jack. Sorry. Jack. I find him very funny. Yeah, Josh. I find him, like, his face, I don't know if it's because I just see all the boy stuff in it, but like, I find him funny. Yeah, I do find him funny. Yeah.
He is funny, but like, were y'all laughing out loud watching this?
Nah.
Or was it just humorous? Maybe we could just say
humorous.
It had humor.
It was humorous.
It had
the
humor.
The jokes landed.
Sure.
I would say that. It didn't take off again after that. It didn't go to space, but it definitely landed safely. Yeah.
Yeah. No casualties on this flight. That's so funny. Everyone loves it though. Like,
yeah, it's a cute movie. I feel like,
It's someone said, okay, so someone said they gave it 3.5 stars, and they said the film's greatest, and they said the film's great mystery is revealed fairly soon and gives way to a chase that has its moments of comedy and thrills, presenting a probable future scenario with misogynistic aspects. The film takes a sharp Westworld approach to dating.
Well, I like that. Yeah, that Westworld approach to dating. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because
I feel like
they actually gave it up quickly, because I was like,
they did.
Yeah. So that's why I heard someone say that was kind of like a Knives Out whodunit / Terminator. And I like that. I agree with that.
I feel like I definitely see where they're getting these elements from. I feel like, the mystery was revealed like fairly quickly, but I think that was okay for this movie.
Yeah, it worked.
I think it worked. It worked better because of that. So I feel like overall, like we've said a lot, but like, how well did it work?
I honestly I think it's innocent. I honestly can't find anything that rubbed me the wrong way, or I can't find anything I was offended by, or like, wow, like you guys are dumb. Like, I just enjoyed the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. She showed
I
up. She
would,
watched a movie.
yeah, the movie was watched. I watched the movie and I
Well, yes.
have a different perspective now. I really like that it gave, I think that's the thing. I like that it gave me a different perspective. Like, it gave the robot is the victim. And I feel like because it gave me that refreshing spin, I'm like, okay, I want to see what you have to show me. And honestly, yeah, it was good. It was tasteful. It didn't try to do too much. It was tasteful. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, yes. I feel like I liked a lot of the shots too. I didn't really say it earlier. I would say it's also tasteful in the sense that it's horror because, like, it's kind of gory as well. But
Yeah.
it wasn't like, oh, I need to look away and throw up in a bag. And it was
Yeah.
kind of creative as well. So I thought, okay, I like visually what I'm seeing, I guess. But I would say, like, going into this, I wanted to give it a misdemeanor. I don't know if this is right. Like, is this gonna ruin my like credibility? But like, I will go into a movie, wanting to like it or dislike it. Like, I'm like, okay, I will probably think this.
You have expectations set up and what to expect. That's natural.
Yeah, I'm just a girl, and so I thought I know myself. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. So I thought I would think it's mid. And it exceeded my expectations. It was a movie about what it said it was going to be about. And they did it quite well. I don't know. I feel like whenever I say innocent, it means like greatest movie of all time. But I feel like that's how I felt, when we first started this like 2 years ago. If I said innocent, it meant that like, okay, I think it's a 5 out of 5, and I think that it's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. Now I feel like innocent is more so in comparison to the movie itself. Like, if I'm comparing the movie to itself, I would say it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And so I think that's like
good. Yeah.
This
it's
is
kind
innocent.
of like with the ingredients it had, was the meal good?
Yeah.
Does it need to be the best meal I ever ate?
Yeah.
No. But with the ingredients, I feel like this meal achieved what it could achieve.
Yeah, because it's like if I compare it to another movie and that movie was supposed to be about like changing the world and like Jesus or something, like, yeah, it might be more like insightful or deeper and like I might rate it higher by default. But it's like this is supposed to be a movie about robots that are like companion
your girlfriend
robots.
And boyfriend. Yeah.
And what happens when you do that? And it did it well. Like, for the concept, I feel like there's different genres, there's different plots. And for this genre and this plot, I liked it. So if you were to ask me what I would change, I don't have anything to change. So I guess it was innocent. I can't arrest you when you haven't done anything wrong.
That's crazy, guys. You heard it here, box officers.
But that's low-key upsetting because I feel like we say on the rare occasion found innocent, and it's not getting rare anymore. I feel like we've given out a few this season. Like, I feel like there have been a few. And
We've
I feel
been doing
like
infractions and misdemeanors. I personally haven't given innocent.
I feel like I said innocent recently, and I feel like I need to change the intro at this point because it's like, why am I saying on the rare occasion found innocent? Okay, well, obviously it's not rare.
It's like you're asking for it. You're dying for it.
But now it's like I don't know. It's catchy though, so it's like I'm gonna keep it, but I'm gonna have to give this one innocent just because I don't think it did anything wrong.
Yeah, we don't find things like find crimes. Like, we want everyone to be producing their number one best films and producing great art. So we're not looking for trouble where there isn't trouble. But if we find trouble, you're getting locked up.
The jails are already overpopulated, and so I feel like we just need to we're on patrol here.
We're lenient.
If I clock it. If I see it, then right. But if you dropped a piece of trash on the ground, you might still be innocent. Like, I don't have room in the jailhouse for littering. Maybe.
Yeah, we got real problems. Littering is a problem, though, Kelsey. What are you trying to say?
Well, and for sure, and I feel like y'all should pick up your trash.
Yeah.
I just feel like this was great and the acting was good. It was well cast. That's what really would have messed them up. If you're gonna make a movie like this, it needs to be cast well, directed well, and it was great. It was short and sweet. Good job, guys.
Like a little butt cake.
Well, yeah, sure, yeah, whatever that means. Like, I think yeah, and then
little butt cake cupcakes. Like, that was good.
Oh yeah, okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah. Bro, what is that?
This has been it, just a giggle
Yeah,
fest
guys.
with us girls. Yeah.
Literally, like, sorry, we're laughing gas.
I know. We have another innocent film, another film added to the Innocent Hall of Fame. So they did their big one. They did that one little thing, I guess.
Congratulations, guys.
Yes.
Let us know what y'all think and what y'all decided is guilty of or unguilty of.
Yeah, if y'all clocked something, please let us know, because I obviously didn't see anything, and I feel like somebody out there is gonna make a point.
They could be like, the box officers never see nothing.
Yeah, they don't know art.
Yeah, any publicity is good. No, any bad publicity is good publicity.
Okay, well,
I don't know how it goes, child.
Well, it's something like that. I prefer good publicity. So y'all comment something positive about us.
Yes,
and that's where we're gonna leave you.
All right, guys. Till next time.